Halloween Good Night by Doug Cushman. When day turns to night with stars overhead, all mamas and papas tuck their kids into bed. But if you were a monster on Halloween night, how would you wish your mama and papa good night? If you were a werewolf on the moor's muck and mire, near an old gypsy's cart and a smoldering fire, with a full yellow moon shining its ghastly moonlight, how would you tell your hairy papa good night? Yow! Yow! If you were a creature in the dark black lagoon, snug in your swamp neath a watering moon, gurgling bubbles as you snuggle in tight, how would you tell your scaly mommy good night? Glug glug, glug glug. If you were a mummy in a sarcophagus bed, wrapped in a linen from toes to your head, what would you say in the orange torchlight? How would you wish your mommy good night? If you were a skeleton in a graveyard of stones, clacking and rattling all your dry bleached out bones, yawning a yawn in the ivory moonlight, how would you tell your bony daddy good night? Clackety clack, clack clack, clackety clack, clack clack. If you were a ghost haunting a castle and moat, rattling thick chains making underpants float, when you stopped all the moaning and screeching in fright, how would you tell your phantom papa good night? Boo boo, boo boo. If you were a witch with a bubbling brew of frog hairs and worm feet and a tongue from a shoe, when this foul-smelling potion is seasoned just right, how do you tell your black kitty good night? Hee hee hee, hee hee hee. If you were a vampire in your box in the tomb, as your papa the bat flaps his wings round the room, before he flies off to find someone to bite, how would you tell your sharp-fanged papa good night? Screech, screech. If you were an alien in a spaceship from Mars, exploring some galaxies, planets, and stars, snug in your sleep tube traveling faster than light, how would you tell your Martian mommy good night? Across the whole world monsters short, thin, and round, in castles, lagoons, and deep underground, tuck their kids into bed and pull the blankets up tight. So how do you tell your mama and papa good night? Good night.